Hello cats and kittens, Mama Cat Gamer here with another episode in Gavtia's playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. We are up to the quest A Blessed Instrument in Shadowbringers. That is in Alphinaud's Arc. And we're going to do some Moonfire Faire. Oh geez, my audio's a little loud there. Alright, making sure everything looks good on stream. Good. Okay. Hello cats and kittens, Mama Cat Gamer here with another episode in Final Fantasy XIV with Gavtia. We are in Shadowbringers, and we are up to the quest A Blessed Instrument. We are also going to do the Moonfire Faire quest. They just were brought into the game today. Quick note, I noticed also in the on the lodestone that Final Fantasy XIV is on sale for 40% off. That doesn't happen terribly often. So if you were thinking at all about buying the game, go for it. You know? And I know it's a challenge sometimes to get the payment stuff worked out with, you know, since this happens on two different websites. This is the weirdest game I've ever seen for doing that. But it is what it is. But anyway, it's on sale for 40% off, including the collector's edition. If you were thinking about buying it, now's a good time to do it. Alright, to start the Moonfire Faire, you go to Limsa Limenza and talk to Mayaru Moyaru. Okay, that's a mouthful to say. Mayaru Moyaru. Alright. You can get maritime mirrored sunglasses, maritime top, maritime shorts, and maritime sandals. That's good. If you haven't heard about this year's Moonfire Faire, Mayaru Moyaru will steer you in the right direction. It's only available for like 2 weeks, so if you're gonna do them, pick them up, get them done. Ahoy, adventurer! Wishing you could sail away from the summer heat? Yes. Yes, I do. It has really been hot where I'm at. This year's Moonfire Faire is exactly what you need. Our festival is the valorously perspiring face of the Adventurers Guild, so I beg that you partake in our offerings. This year's star attraction is the Queen Lamine, a ship fully remodeled into the ultimate seaside resort. If you seek thrills and some much-needed chill, head to Costa del Sol and speak with Chief Chaperone Hermega. Alright. Bear with me if I don't see your chat right away. I don't have all my side vision, so I don't always see the chat on my phone, which I have like sitting in front of me, but it's down below by line of sight, so I have to physically remember to look down periodically. I can't do the I have no idea how to do the overlay thing on my computer right now. And I would frankly find it way too distracting, so. But I will try and check it. At some point, if I get like a zillion chats coming in, at some point if I get a bazillion chats coming in, I'll probably take a look at getting another, you know, maybe a laptop or something that I can have above me or to the side. But that's for the future. Alright, let's go to Costa del Sol. Eastern Lenosia. Those are the leaves. Okay. I'm like turned around here. Ah, I see. Oh, I'm gonna fly over there, man. Oh, wow, check this out. Ah. Oh. This looks really cool. Man, I would love to slide down. Oh, you can slide down it. Oh my god, that's funny. Oh my god. That was hilarious. I gotta type that in my FC chat. I just told him the animation you do after going down the water slide is hilarious. Okay. Whoop. Wait a minute. Oh, I can't go any farther there with the air current or something? I don't know. Okay, here's Hair Mega. Now there's a strapping lad, precisely who I was hoping to see. Mayaru Moyaru sent you to help us, I expect. Well, don't be a stranger. Come up and I'll tell you all about our event. Oh my god, that is like hilarious. Okay, I need some kind of outfit here. Hey, you have to see this animation, Patrick. Oh yeah, hop in when you get done, because the Moonfire Faire is on. It's only on for 2 weeks, but oh my gosh, it's hilarious. It's just hilarious. I think I need to put a swimsuit on, man. What do I got? Oh, I can't apply my glamour plate here. Okay, we have to fix that. Cause I gotta have a suit on. Okay. Wonder if you do a different animation if you go down a different color slide. You do! You have a different animation on a different slide. That's great. That's some fun detail. Okay, so you do a different animation with different slides, or maybe it's, you know, sequentially every time you do it, you get a different animation every time. Okay, we need a swimsuit outfit. Oh no. Okay, that looks kind of silly. Gotta find some sandals, man. Okay, now we can put on the swimsuit. Oh, I have the dotted parasol. I got that from the Moogle Tome event. Queen Lamine. Okay, this is like too much fun. Can you get into these? Yep, you can. Oh, I wonder what this is. Should we try a smaller target? Oh, you can like float in here. Oh, wow. Maybe I don't know that emote yet. Okay. If there is one. Okay, let's talk to Hermaga. Hermaga. Welcome aboard the Queen Lamine. First, an overview of her facilities. This venue was designed to incorporate Eorzea's premier summertime recreations. You name it, we have it. Water shoots, a deluxe swimming bath, a performance area, and, for the true thrill seekers, cannon rides. Oh, that ought to be good. Master Gegeruju spared no expense for this year's fair, and its novelty has garnered swarms of visitors. But when you're out on the water, there's no telling when disaster might strike. Fortunately, we've hand-selected a team of elite swimmers for just such an eventuality. Lamine's Coast Guard is standing by to help visitors in need. It is to this force that I would recruit you, provided you're willing. You could say, consider this coast guarded, or any incentives I should know about? Consider this coast guarded. You will, of course, be compensated, and the stylish Uldan-made uniform will be yours to keep. Your first task will be a simple patrol. Speak with our guests and ensure everyone is having a safe and enjoyable time here. Checking in with your colleagues is also standard protocol. Once you've made your rounds, report back to me. But your uniform. Ask Pobiano, and she'll find one in your size. Get dressed and start patrolling, guardsmen. I'm counting on you. All right. You'll need to be properly dressed for your patrol. Pobiano will have a uniform in your size. Thanks for joining the Coast Guard. Let's get you dressed for the job. Now, where did I put the Mikote-sized uniforms? Here we are. You'll find the tail hole is a godsend. Nice. Off you go then. These facilities won't patrol themselves. You must continue wearing your Coast Guard uniform in order to progress. You will change back to your normal garments if you move too far away. Look to your map for the garment changes area of effect. Speak with Pobiano to restore or prolong this transfiguration. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. Wonder what the stripes say there. Can't tell. Allow me to adjust your uniform. Hold still. Okay. Athelia? Oh, you can't talk to her. Okay. We have to talk to people. We fool Tia. Say it for me one more time. If ever you're in danger or need assistance, seek the color yellow. Right you are. Lamine's Coast Guard is working tirelessly to ensure the safety of all. May our yellow garb shine like a beacon for those in need. Oh, my apologies. I didn't see you there. Another adventurer come to join the Coast Guard, I take it? As you can see, I'm teaching our guests how to spot us. Lucky we're all wearing this eye-catching shade of yellow. Yes, it is very eye-catching. Hold on, you don't suppose the artisan who crafted our uniforms chose this color for that very purpose, do you? Well, yeah. What an astonishing level of forethought. I'd better put as much effort into my lecture as the weaver put into this uniform. Alright. Oh, check that out. I got some sunglasses on even. Nice. Very nice. Anxious as I am to see what's aboard the Queen Lamine, I'd be a fool not to listen to the Coast Guard's lecture. Safety first, as they say. Concerned guest. Another guard, I take it. If you have a moment, I'd need to speak with you and your comrade here. Okay. Hildelana. Oh, fantastic. I was just hoping another guard would come along. There's a bit of trouble. Oh, there's always trouble. It's hard to see from the surface, but this beam's starting to splinter. Thought I'd alert the Coast Guard before someone gets hurt. I wanted to report the issue straight away, but I need to make sure that other guests do not approach the area. Could you consult Herr Mega about this in my stead? We'll do well to send for repairs. Much obliged to the both of you. We're all in safe hands with you lot on patrol. Okay. I'll talk to Herr Maga about that. Ramaja says, those uniforms sort of look like the yellow jackets of Limza Luminza. Are they supposed to? One of my FC mates said, oh my god, the slide. Isn't it great? Someplace you can go in down below? Okay. Boat of Foin. Join the Coast Guard, have you? From this post, I shall keep a watchful eye on our cannon riders. And in such comfort. Here in the water, this magnificent uniform is a second skin. The artisan who stitched these is unmistakably a master of the craft. Were I to have the opportunity, I should very much like to thank them. I like how you can, like, ride along the top here. Impassioned guest. The thrill! It speaks to me! And now I simply must speak to you. My great-grandmother, she originally hailed from the South Sea Isles, where our people catapult themselves into the treetops to dislodge coconuts. Is a cannon ride a catapult? I thought. Only one way to find out, so I recklessly launched myself. rocketing through the air as my courageous ancestors once did. Yes, to honor their memory, I think I'll go another round. Alright. Oh, there's like a shark out there. I gotta go on this cannon ride. Ooh, I wonder if this will shoot you up to the top. Yes! Yes, it will! Alright, here Maga says, welcome back, my friend. Anything to report? The water chutes have a splintering support beam. I'll arrange for repairs straight away. As for our other guests, I'm glad to hear that all is well. It sounds like our uniforms are serving their purpose admirably. No doubt the weaver who made them would be glad to hear. Help! My leg! Oh, someone save me! Splash. Did you hear that? Someone is in need. Quick, take this spyglass and find them. Okay, we gotta go to the vantage point. Hermaga says, hurry, time is of the essence. Okay, vantage point. Search your surroundings for the distressed guests. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target an area and inspect it. Oh no! A lone guest floats face down in the water. She needs help! Over there, leave it to me! Whew! Who knew this thin fabric would feel so heavy in the water? Should have thought to wear a uniform myself. I can't thank you enough. My legs seized up and the current began pulling me out to sea. Hermaga says, you should come and rest a while on deck. We have a healer aboard who can take a look at you. I confess I'd hoped to introduce the two of you in a more dignified fashion, but, well. How embarrassing. Any road, let's return to Queen Lamine. I'll explain everything there. Sounds like she got into a rip current of some sort. If you get in a rip current, it pulls you out to sea. Don't fight it. Okay. Start swimming perpendicular to it. Go to either side of it. And you'll eventually get out of it. Oh, don't worry about me. I'm feeling much better now that I caught my breath. Rescued guest. Don't swim in areas where they tell you not to swim either. Okay? A lot of people get in trouble because they ignore lifeguard instructions and think they can handle it. And then discover they can't. Imaga says, "Good news! According to the healer, no lasting harm was done, and we have your sharp eye to thank for it. Now then, it's time the two of you were properly acquainted. This woman is none other than Imaga. We just got word of the rescue. Is the poor soul all right?" "Ah, you three, all is well, all is well. Allow me to introduce Tizanza, the Uldan weaver responsible for the peerless uniforms you are all wearing." Oh, that's a cool outfit she has on, too. This is really nice. Tizanza says, "An honor to make your acquaintance. I was anxious to see if my pieces were functioning as intended, so I decided to participate in the festivities as guest. I'm afraid my exhaustion from work caught up to me at a critical moment. I can only apologize for the trouble I've caused." Baudefeuille says, "No trouble at all. Your successful rescue is but proof that your clever design functions precisely as you intended. Is that not so?" "That's true. Even at a considerable distance, my eyes were naturally drawn to that vivid yellow. I'm glad to know that my design does what little it can to help keep people safe." "You're too humble by half," says Refueltia. "These uniforms give us the confidence to do our job, both in and out of the water." Tizanza says, "Truly? You're too kind. Now I can return to my atelier with an easy heart." Atelier is workshop in French. Hermaga says, "Leaving so soon? Surely you've earned a break from your work. Come, stay a while." "And speaking of earning things, that uniform is now yours, Gav. May you wear it with pride." Baudefeuille says, "Oh, how very generous, Hermaga. You fully intend to prevail upon his aid for the remainder of the festival, don't you?" No. Break time's over. Back to the work. Back to work, a lot of you. As for you, Gav, feel free to enjoy the fair to your heart's content, but as always, safety first. These are cute little outfits. Alright. Which is nice, because I like needed some sandals. And I didn't want the ones like, the strappy little ones that are more girly. Because, he's a guy. He's not a girly guy. He's just a guy. Okay, I want to check out this cannon thing. Alright, let's see what the cannon does. Baudefeuille says, "With my shift thus concluded, I intend to swim, dance, and frolic to my heart's content, starting with the cannon ride. It was torture, I tell you, being forced to stand here and watch everyone else have the time of their lives. Now they shall watch as I soar like a bird." Cannon ride! Oh my god. Alright, let's go. Let's try another one. Too funny. Okay, I see something like up here. I take it you can climb up there. Oh, yeah, you can. I guess you can jump off here. Doing a cannonball. Oh, didn't quite make the ring. Oh, there's like a jumping puzzle here. Oh my god. I am terrible at jumping puzzles. I'm not going to try that now. It's going to drive me crazy. Oh, let's see. Let's see what this slide does. Oh my god! Oh, belly flop. Oh, belly flop, man. Wetsuit you didn't know you needed, right? Did you see the description that they put in there? It has a rash guard apparently on it. I went, you know, that's the thing you didn't know you needed in Final Fantasy XIV. Pair of trunks with a rash guard. Somebody was riding on me. Rultia says, my sister's been following me like a shadow all day long. Someone's got to make sure you get your work done, she said. Can you believe it? Admittedly, my adventuring duties have kept me rather busy of late. Now that my shift is over, I see no reason not to spend some proper time with her. I've heard Fool's speech so many times I can recite it all by myself. Does that mean I can join the guard too? Okay, this is just ungodly silly. Oh, belly flop. Oh, it just hurts looking at it, man. Let's try the purple slide here. See what it does. These animations are hilarious. I'm having way too much fun here, guys. I will probably try that jumping puzzle some other time. I'm like afraid to do that right now. It'll drive me crazy. Welcome aboard, friend. Have you any burning questions about the Moonfire Faire? It would be my honor to answer them. What is the Moonfire Faire? Several years ago, the Adventurers Guild formed the Cascadeers to combat an invasion of rampaging bombards. The Moonfire Faire was first held to attract new members to the cause. It proved so popular that it has been held annually ever since, whether the bombards appear or not. It helps spread word of the guild's activities and generate interest among potential new recruits. In charge of the proceedings is the Grand Chaperone, Hermaga. He has decided to have members of the Adventurers Guild demonstrate their courage and physical prowess to fairgoers through a series of challenges in Costa del Sol. Master Gegeruju has once again provided space and funding for the event. It's sure to be the most spectacular Moonfire Faire held to date. Since you're here, why not join in the festivities? What is the Queen Lamine? The Queen Lamine is a resort specializing in diversions both watery and cool. Enjoy our luxurious swimming bath, race your comrades down the water chutes, or climb into the cannon ride, ideally before your morning repast. So you don't barf. Rest assured, Lamine's Coast Guard is standing by to ensure your safety and comfort during your stay. Furthermore, Lamine is the name of a performer famously known for her joyous singing and dancing. We know who she is. May your stay aboard our humble vessel bring you the same delight. Storm Tracer, Flame Tracer, Serpent Tracer, Luminzen Sparkler, Gridanian Sparkler, Ildan Sparkler, Bombard Bloom, and Pinwheel. Seasonal miscellany? Oh, a spinning firework. Oh, let's see what that looks like. I don't usually keep fireworks around because they're just... Oh, those are cute. Those are really cute. The Queen Lamine takes her name from the songstress of Ul'dah, whose ballads once captivated the whole of Eorzea. We mustn't allow our safety standards to slip, lest we tarnish her honor along with our own. Okay. Okay, guys. That's fun. Okay. One more trip down the slide. All right. Oh, belly flop! Oh. Okay. Definitely do the Moonfire Faire. It's really, really cute. Okay. I'm going to be back in a moment. Gotta do a quick bio. And we're back. Okay. Much as I would love to stay at... much as I would love to stay at Costa del Sol, keep playing. The people of the first need to be rescued. No, we're part of the first. First? Yeah, we're the source. Okay, we're going to the first. Let's put some regular clothes back on. Where'd my outfit go? Let's go to the Crystarian. See if I gotta mend anything. Oh, my adorable sapling, you have need of Gilles Marchand, yes? But sing the word and let your beautiful branch do what only they can. Theo is, like, hilarious. Oh, I sold more stuff. Okay, cool. I send my guys on adventures. The adventures last an hour for the quick exploration. If I know I'm going to be gone for like more than 18 hours, I try to send them out on one of the longer ventures, but usually I just send them out on the hour-long ones because I get things like these venture coffers, okay, which have dye in them. And usually it's not anything, you know, super exciting like this metallic orange dye, but, you know, sometimes you get some really cool things. I've gotten jet black dye a few times. I've gotten white dye once. It's like, whoa. Promptly sold it. Speak with Zyle. Wanted to turn that in too. I'm going to switch over to Samurai for that one. So we have to go to the... I don't know if it's Temenos or Temenos. Rookery. A rookery is where you keep birds. Your trivia for today. I don't know if specifically raptors or... I'll have to look that up sometime. If it's just birds of prey or if it's any bird. Oh, it's you. Come to beg permission to hunt elite marks? That I cannot grant. Just the other day, our very own leader fell in battle with such beast. Torn to shreds and devoured, nary a trace remained to be buried. I cannot in good conscience allow one of our most promising hunters to throw their life away as he did. For now, I must insist that you content yourself with the 3 nut marks. Now, wait just a gosh darn minute. Siles is wicked white, but you're... Nutsy, your fearless leader. Still alive and Kupoing, I'll have you know. But Haldor described in exacting detail how the beast snatched you out of the air, how as you struggled to free yourself in vain, you were disemboweled and depalmed. Certainly not. As you can see, I am the picture of perfect health, Kupo. No thanks to that villain Haldor, though. I'd say he was the aspiring deep palmer, considering how many times he nearly chopped it off in the midst of our battle with that elite mark. Zyle says, I rather think you have only yourself to blame for that. Nah, after all, was it not you who encouraged him and the others to strike you down and claim leadership? For the thrill of it, which he gave me and then some, even if only for his poor attempts at treachery, that weakling wouldn't last a moment against me in a stand-up fight. Zyle says, as you may have gathered, it takes a certain character to rise within the highest echelons of the clan. Nutsy says, you've got to eat, sleep, and breathe danger. You've got to love putting it all on the line against elite marks and elite hunters besides. You gotta be bloody mad! So congratulations, Gav, you're in! You're just crazy enough to join us. Are you sure this is wise, says Zyle. Nutsy says, why schmize? He's a killer. I want to see him kill. I want to see him die. More blood for Clan Nutsy. More blood, Kupo. Zyle says, it's that ridiculous philosophy that's losing us hunters by the boatload. How are we supposed to build a sustainable organization when you keep encouraging people to kill themselves in the most violent, pointless ways possible? Nutsy says, well, you see, the thing is... Gav's like... Ahem. I just wanted to say that you may be the most promising new hunter I've seen in ages. Brilliant work out there. Really marvelous. Jolly good. And on that note, goodbye. One day, I'm going to rip that palm off your head and shove it down your goddamn throat, you furry little shite. Cat's going, whoa! Look on his face. Priceless. Zyle. Anyway, you may now hunt elite marks. Do try not to die, and if you happen to run into our fearless leader in the field, kill her. Okay. Alright, Elite Clan Nutsy Hunt's now accessible. You're now permitted to take bills for Elite Clan Nutsy marks from the Clan Hunt board. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, we had a ether quest. Oh, I forgot we got to turn that in too. Okay. Okay, we got quests there. Let's see, Blessed Instrument, new contender. Oh, that's a Beast Tribe's quest, or Allied Society Tribe now, we're calling him. Keep forgetting that. Alright. Let's go to the plankless task. That's not what I wanted to go to. Let's go to right. One of my FC mates said, my outfit comes with a tail hole. That's a godsend. I said, hey, think of the chafing we'd have without it. Oh, I get to kill this. It's on my hunt log. I need to kill 2 of those. Okay. Ooh, I leveled up. Nice. The nice thing is these guys are level 70 and I'm level 82 now. So I don't have to worry about aggroing them, which is very nice. Or level 83 now. Well-built woodworker. Yeah, something I can do for you, stranger. Well, beat me with a hammer. Has it been that long? I was aiming to salvage the planks from this old hull, but she's giving me more trouble than I bargained for. Bit of a waste to leave all this lumber lying around. Not much call for seaworthy ships since the light ate up half the world, you understand. So I reckoned it were better for a woodworker like me to put it to good use. These boards, though, it's just so tightly joined I can't pull the bleeding things loose. Here, do me a favor and sprinkle some of this powder on the joints along the keel. I'll keep working on this end, and with any luck I can make it home before the wife stomps down here to fetch me herself. Excuse me. Okay, if you're turned sideways, you can't do it. This jar holds the rented in dust of a ground-up fire crystal. Wait, I'm like right in front of it! What do you mean I'm not in range? Sometimes game, you drive me crazy. Okay, bird, move. Thank you. You're making my job harder. That should do the trick. Powdered fire crystal is the best thing for melting wood glue. Just pour on a little water and the steam will take care of the rest. This ought to be a one-man job now, thanks to you. Oh, and if you could let Tinoise know I'll be done within the hour, then you'll have helped me out of 2 rough spots today. Okay, let's go back up to right. Let her know. Tinoise says, he's all right then. Wow, that's a relief. Wright's had its share of troubles, and a wife does worry. What, he had you helping strip planks? The cheek of that man. Still, we're lucky his father taught him the trade at all, even if he uses those skills to take ships apart instead of building them. A woodworker puts food on the table, so I'm grateful to his family for keeping up their traditions. And I'm grateful to you for bringing me peace of mind. Please take this for your kindness. All right. 490 yalms to the northeast. Oh, I think that's like way up top. Yeah. Let's drive on over to Umor, which you cannot attune to for a while. I don't know why I opened that up. See, I got some new mounts from the I got the Blissful Kamui. Ah, that's what I made. See what the Nightmare says. Oh, this looks pretty cool. And I got the Ruby Gwibber too. Forgot to eat my food. I don't think you can port there at all. Nope. Speak with Feline. Oh, she's in the understory. Okay. Weeping Warbler. Aw. Sob sniff. You're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me. Please, I need your help. My throat, I can't sing anymore. I've been making excuses, but it's just not getting any better. If my patron thinks I'm of no use to him, then... She sobs. I need you to sneak out to the derelicts and describe my condition to Thorrich. Here's a list of symptoms and a hunk of meal to pay for his medicines. Please, I have no one else to turn to. Okay, we gotta go to Night Soil Pots. You need medicines, tonics, potions? Singer's symptoms: coughing, hoarse, hard to swallow, feels like something's there, sore throat, and meal chunk. A portion of meal intended as payment for an apothecary's medicine. A cure for an ailing voice, is it? No, medicine will cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat. Must be cut out, excised, and even then the voice may never heal completely. Poor little songbird. Will they kick her out from the nest, I wonder? Or simply silence her chirps? Okay, that's kind of creepy. Oh, your face! You didn't know! Oh, of the many hopefuls who enter the city, very few are ever seen to leave, even as corpses. Oh, you might see one or two fortunate fools hurled from the balconies, but the rest? Gone. Town of nightmares it is. Not for this ship's rat. No. I am content to scurry around down here and nibble on the crumbs which fall from the table. This consultation is over. You have my verdict and I have my meal. Good day. Okay, that's disturbing. Okay. It's a little crazy. Alright, you can get some, oh, Phoenix Downs. Okay. I have no Phoenix Downs. I'm gonna get... Phoenix Down. They just changed how Phoenix Downs work. It can be used to revive an incapacitated player. A tuft of Phoenix Down may prove beneficial when delving into dungeons and other activities with the party. Should party members with the ability to resurrect be downed, a tuft may be used to revive them, allowing your party to recover from a precarious situation. Please note that the use of Phoenix Down is restricted in certain duties. These duties can be identified by the text Phoenix Down not allowed in the information section of the duty finder. Tufts of Phoenix Down may be obtained by completing quests or by purchasing them directly from the apothecaries and junkmongers. Okay. I actually have a Phoenix Down on my bar. I had one to like it just I had it on my bar just in case, whatever, you know. But I'd never used it. I mean, you get them fairly early in the game, I think. But they just changed them in the last update, and so now you can use them in, like, dungeons. I think you can use them in... trials, maybe? Oh, nope. Can't use them in there. Phoenix Down not allowed. So dungeons, you can use them. Raids, Phoenix down, not allowed. Okay, so raids, you can't use them. Dungeons, you can. Trials, doesn't look like you can. It does look like you can use them there. Phoenix down, not allowed. Phoenix down, not allowed. This does not say you can't use it, so I guess they have it there. Full of Embers. You can use it there, apparently. Okay. So a few of the trials you can use it for. Okay, does this dude have anything more creepy? All the old hands, they know. Oh, yes, they know. They just don't like to talk about it. Wouldn't want to upset the status quo. It's kind of creepy. Let's go back up to the mainstay. Weeping Warbler. Did you get my medicine? He said no, he wants to cut out your throat because he's creepy. So that's it? What am I to do if I can't sing? Free says, oh, there you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend. How generous, sir, have mercy. I've done all I can, but even the apothecary said... So you've been suffering all this time. I'm sorry, my pet. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave. But you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of trilling by casting you out into the street. You're too kind, sir. But what use am I if I cannot sing? I fear the day I become more burden to you than treasure. Then I shall have a word with Lord Vothry and arrange for your ascension. In that paradise, where resides neither pain nor illness, will your song ring out clearly once again. Or mayhap you think it a step too far? No, you would do that for me? Of course, why, I would almost wish to hasten my own ascension, knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me. Ascension? Sounds too good to be true. Ah, you must be a new arrival to harbor such doubts. Allow me to allay your suspicions. As all know, the sin-eaters exist to devour the sinful, but also do they serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them unto celestial paradise. It is through Lord Vothry that we learned this truth. It is through Lord Vothry's grace and the free people of you that the fear... Let me try that again. It is through Lord Vothry that we learned this truth. It is through Lord Vothry's grace that the free people of Uamore are destined to embrace salvation. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment, until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within that host, should their patrons deem them worthy. Lord Vothry truly is a great man, isn't he? Free citizens, now, if you'll excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have shown my precious canary. Okay, report to Alphinaud. Luina, haven't seen you around before. Are you a newly bonded citizen? If you're here to fetch something, you will want to speak with Shysat in the storage room over there. Okay. Golden. If you're wondering about all the storage rooms here, one of the Army's responsibilities is to ensure that all staple goods and resources are accounted for and stored securely. Okay, makes sense. Shadrick, you'll mainly find soldiers here in headquarters. Our army is made up of both free and bonded citizens, but all are dedicated to protecting Eulmore and its people's interests. Shy Sat. Look around all you like, but whatever you do, don't lock me in here when you leave. Okay. Somebody give the man a key. Just in case. Oh, you know. Alright, we gotta run back up the stairs. Folks are enjoying the Moonfire Faire event. It's so fun. Ah, there's Alphinaud. He made poor Dulia Chai is even fatter than the picture. It is good to see you back. You were taking so long I began to worry something had happened. I've begun sketching an outline for the portrait, but nay, the Chais appear otherwise occupied. Will you share what your investigation have gleaned thus far? So, Lord Vothry boasts some manner of influence over the Senators. Does he? That would explain the reverence in which he is held by the citizenry. And as for this ascension business, I cannot help but be put in mind of that apothecary and his ominous remarks. If so many folk have entered the city over the years, then where do they go? That's a very good question. What did the Chais have to say? Oh, dearest, we really should have found you some new gloves. Yes, my love, you're probably right. Happy wife, happy life. It's a saying I picked up from Lou Manfredini on WGN Radio. He would do Saturday morning Mr. Fix-It shows. A lot of fun. For all I know, he might still be doing some of them, but it's been quite a while since I've been up in the Chicago region. He was a lot of fun. And by now he might be actually retired. Alphinaud seems eager to discuss the significance of your discoveries. Oh, the kittens came home. I'll be right back, guys.
I asked
Alright, peeps. Thank you for that. My daughter came home. She's been facing some challenges lately, and needed to kind of talk through things a few minutes and kind of catch up on those things. I gotta sit up. Bumping the mic is like a pain in the butt. Chinese says, I take my eye off you for one moment and you're chattering away with that assistant of yours. Am I to assume the outline is done then? What in the blazes? It's so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alphinaud. Where's your artistic interpretation? It should evoke images of affluence and nobility, and overwhelm the viewer with its boundless beauty. Alphinaud says, Lord Chai, you stated that this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary. Yours being a joyous union, it seemed to me that a realistic portrayal... Realistic? I don't want realism. I want perfection. A spectacle to slacken jaws and weaken knees. To make people cry out in amazement. Now fetch a blank canvas and... Screaming man. I say, did that come from above? Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose set to ruin our fair city. But our Lord has got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who'd watch it fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer. A malcontent? How dreadful! Alphinaud says, and this man is to face sentencing? Chinese says, that's right. In fact, if you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they mentioned is part of the Emergent, the level above us where Lord Vothry resides. Ordinarily, you would be barred from entering, but it seems they'll be opening its doors for the next little while. The crown lift will take you up there. Alphinaud says, we'd better not dawdle then. Lady Chai, yeah, right? See if they have anything else for us. Julia Chai says, you'll be careful around that malcontent, won't you? I would so hate for you to come to any harm, although I imagine Lord Vothry has the villain well under control. Chai News says, if you want to see justice being served, stop dawdling and take the crown lift up to the Emergent. Okay. Joining the crowd up there. Yep. Okay. He's sitting with a sin eater.
That's Vothry.
Okay, this guy's creepy.
He's attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking? Mercy! Mercy! By the 12, Kaishia? What happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Vorthree, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Europe is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society. To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony. And he had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Sin eaters are part of Yulmor's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
That's a lot disturbing.
Tis true that Kaishia won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out, I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Yulmor?
Dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours?
You can see all the other citizens behind going, what is Alphinaud doing? It's like speaking to Lord Vorthree like this. Holy cow.
The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear. I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin Eaters.
There is a little head under his armpit there. That's just creepy. This guy's so creepy.
And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
And people call this paradise.
Okay, our Warrior of Light is ready to go, you know, deal with Lord Vorthree in the ways we know how. And Alphinaud just, you know, says, hold back, man. Hold back.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
I can't tell if he's saying it with acknowledging that he knows he is not really a painter, or if he's saying with some contempt for the fact that it's, it's so little in comparison to, taking people's lives for something.
An artist! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Yulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence. Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
Alphinaud's going. Screw it. I'm healing him.
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could.
Oh, go Alphinaud. Nice. He says, I'm done with this diplomacy thing.
Can you walk? I think so.
Did that little worm just insult me?
Why, yes, he did.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! Then tear out their hearts!
Notice the guy standing off to the side whose face you don't see. Kaishir says, thank you. Again. Alphinaud is none too happy. Forgive me. In my anger, I seem to have marched us back outside again, though it is probably best we leave the island altogether. I believe we've worn out our welcome in Yulmore. In any case, I've seen enough of the world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Sin Eaters will find few allies in Kalusia. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think on our strategy anew. Kaishir, I have done you a grave disservice. You were hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risks inherent in you accepting it. If I had but known the price you would be made to pay. Kaishir says, you gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you still stepped in and saved me, and now Lord Vothri wants us all dead. Alphinaud says, why not come back with us to the Crystarium? I'm certain we can find work for you there if you are willing. No, that would just be me leaning on your kindness again. I need to do some thinking, learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. Very well, but you must promise me you'll be careful. The Yulmorans may yet come looking for us. Kaishir says, I'll keep my head down, don't worry. And you take care, too. Give me the chance to repay what you've done for me. Alphinaud! Lord and Lady Chai! Tainu says, "What in the blazes did you do? You have the entire city looking for you." "I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Alphinaud. Now, I've seen many a beautiful and striking picture painted for me, but there was something about your work. It was as if you had caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was bold, unflinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I will speak with Lord Vothry and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over any hard feelings." "I am sorry, Lady Chai. There are more important matters to which I must attend." Julia Chai says, "More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to us to the fullest?" Alphinaud says, "Pray, press me no further. We are leaving. But I would not presume to take the garments you were so kind as to procure for me. One moment." "I wouldn't hear of it. Keep the clothes, you silly boy. I insist. And I shall make arrangements so that you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit." Oh, he's putting his hand to his heart, and giving her a little bow in respect. "I will return, I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. The next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade." Alright, they're out of here. Alright. And let's go over to Stilltide. Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sordid endeavor. Whilst not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plans for saving the First are likely to involve the aid of Lord Vothry and his subjects. Come, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. Alright. Oh, it's nice of him to Okay, we unlock the Amaro Tamer. Good. Speak with Alphinaud in the Ocular. Okay. Go to the Docile Gate. I like all the little tiny detail. The gilding on the stairs. That's really cool. Crystarium Gatekeep. Do you have business with Crystal Exarch? Just say the word and I would be happy to escort you to the Ocular. Zalize, I see you've reunited with my brother as well. I'd dearly love to hear how that story went. Crystal Exarch says, I'm told you and Alphinaud carried out his scheme to infiltrate Eulmore. I would ask that what you thought of its base amusements, but I doubt you are eager to relive the experience. So I eat some more food here. Ah, it is good to be back amongst friends, not to mention my dear sister. I have not seen her for some time, but I gather she is as keen to press on with our plans as I am. And you've seen quite a lot of the First yourself now, more than enough to appreciate the scale of the obstacles we face. Let us lay our discoveries before the Exarch and discuss what must be done. If only every town could share the Crystarium's spirit of independence. Still, I suppose one cannot decide for others what they should and should not deem important. My powers of persuasion have certainly had little effect on the people of Kalusia. Elise says, whenever I come to the Crystarium, the sands of Amarang seem a world away, and yet they both lie under the same wretched sky. Crystal Exarch welcomes you back to the Crystarium. The Light Wardens.
And so you return. Have you gained a better understanding of the crisis now faced by the First?
Better is not the word I would use.
Yeah, right?
Some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist. Just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, we believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
I have a feeling Yulmore might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters. Vorthra's command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Yulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience. He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
Agreed. Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity.
You could say, are you sure that eliminating the Wardens will be enough, or I'm not sure I follow? Let's do the second.
Your uncertainty is understandable, given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning, then.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
In the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds. This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other, and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source. And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence. If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly calm. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds. What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions. An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations. These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities. 7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed. At present, the light-drowned realm of the First stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin Eaters who are to blame for the Light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Northrant, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky. Thus, if we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
Okay.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told. Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements. They say the Sin Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphinaud and Alize as well.
My lord.
Pray, lend us your strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
Crystal Exarch says, Hallminster Switch is in the north of Lakeland, so we had best make haste with our preparations. In fact, meet me outside the Crystarium at the crossroads, northwest of the Ascensor Gate, and I shall lead you there myself. Alright. Just looking around in here. It's so cool in here. Portal to the source. Exit to the Crystarium. Is there any way else? Nope, only have 2 doors. We can go out to Lakeland. This is like really cool. Like everything's purple. You don't have green grass, you have purple grass, purple trees. Pretty cool. Let's go a little faster. Yeah, I don't have Fort Job attuned. Southeast. Okay, I'm gonna go get that ether current. It's only a short distance away. Oh, there it is up top. Okay. I never even saw it. $585 to the north. Okay. All set. If we follow this road north, we will arrive at the northern staging point. The village itself lies not far beyond. Quickly now. Alright, I'm going to make a quick stop in Fort Job to unlock that etherite. That is a nice view of the Crystarian. Looks really cool. Alright, I see a... I don't think we have anything to mend, actually, but I always double check. Alright, Gemstone Trader. Welcome, traveler. I'm an authorized trader representing the crystalline mean in the acquisition of bicolor gemstones. If you find yourself in possession of any such gems, I can offer you a number of items provided by the facets in exchange. You now have access to this region's gemstone exchange, through which bicolor gems can be traded for a variety of rare and exclusive items. Successfully completing local fates will allow for the delivery of more valuable goods, increasing the number of items available for trade. Okay. Lakeland Elf Tree and a Lakeland Flower Garden. Oh, nice. Sorted other things here. You get those by completing fates, which I think is in the shared fates section. So, Kalusia, Amarang. I don't know why Lakeland's not on here yet, but maybe we got to complete something first. Or maybe it's because I just haven't completed a fate yet. Let's see if we complete a fate, if that opens it up. The Forest of the Lost Shepherd. Ooh, nice. Alright, let's see if that unlocks some of the shared fates now. Yep, that unlocked Lakeland. Okay. So you have to do a fate to be able to unlock the region. Oh, hey, there's an ether current, like, right in our face. Nice. And I discovered a new location. Alright, way over to the west. Okay. I discovered a new location. Yay! Northern staging point. Alright, Alize. You're here. We are heading in together, yes? Alize is always ready to fight. The Exarch asked that we wait, so we waited. Lena says, your assistance is appreciated. I can't do her accent quite well because I can't quite roll my R's. Holminster Switch is past these gates and through the woods. 'Tis not exactly a near neighbor to the Crystarium, but as we occupy the same region, we have built up something of a cooperative relationship. What can we expect inside, Captain? Our town is beset by a swarm unlike any we have seen in recent years. We did our best to evacuate the villagers, but as many as half remain. Judging by the number of eaters present, we have good reason to believe that a light warden leads the attack. Ellie says, how convenient. It seems we'll have our chance to slay a warden sooner than we expected. Lena snorts. One does not simply slay a warden. Has no one told you what happens if you defeat one of those fiends? They hold more light inside them than all of their underlings put together. It can be struck down, aye, but its essence won't dissipate like the weaker kind. Vile ether will billow outwards and envelop the nearest living being, a reckless young swordswoman perhaps, and turn her into a brand new warden. Crystal Exarch. Ah, well, you can leave that particular quandary to us. I must ask that the guards stand down and allow us to engage this leader of eaters alone. Concentrate on the survivors. We must save every life we can. But what if I... Understood, my lord. As captain of the guard, however, I will not watch you brave such danger without an escort from our ranks. I insist that I go with you. Very well. Then our warden-slaying party shall include myself, the Levailleurs, Captain Lena, and last but not least, you. We're going in, man. A formidable group indeed. Into Holminster we go. Once we reach the Light Warden, do not hold back. We strike to kill. Alright, Holminster switch now accessible. The instance dungeons encountered in subsequent main scenario quests can be completed solo alongside a supporting group of NPCs. To make use of this feature, simply speak with one of your NPC companions near the entrance to the instance and select the option to form a party. Alternately, you can also select duty support under duty from the main menu or interact with the instance entrance itself. When forming a party, you will need to follow the same role restrictions imposed when using the duty finder. Alternately, you can find party members via the duty finder as usual and complete the instance with fellow players instead. Hey, babe. Oh, thank you. I got bit up by mosquitoes today when I was out in my garden. Alright. Let's do small talk real quick. Command of this sortie is yours. Though I am not as spry as I once was, I hope my long years of experience will serve you in some capacity. I can wield spells to heal or harm, or even fashion an arcane shield and sword, should we have need of a defensive wall. Simply say the word. Small talk. Destroy a Light Warden for good? If it is possible now, then why not before? Whatever the Exarch believes, I will force a retreat if I deem it necessary. I did not become captain of the guard by being meek or weak. Alphinaud says, as you may have deduced, the troublesome quality of the wardens, which I endeavored to raise earlier, has this confounded capacity for spontaneous rebirth. But the Exarch seems confident he has matters in hand, so I shall trust that we may slay our foe without fear of the etheric aftermath. My restorative spells are at your disposal. Alize says, I can't help but wonder if the scale of this raid is related to the recruiting the eaters were doing in Amarang. Not that it matters. After all the combat I saw there, I'm more than ready to test my magics against one of these greater abominations. Okay. Form a party. Let's see.
Leave this to me.
Sorry, Alize. You drive me crazy with your light. My goodness, I didn't know that the Exarch was going to be the tank. Alize drives me crazy using up the LB limit break like immediately. Okay, I don't know why I can't go. Okay. I just had to close that window. Alright. Here we go. Okay, it looks suitably creepy. Music's great. I just assumed that Lena would be a tank. I get a, you know, I get a second chance sticker because I'm new to the duty. I count as a new one. Okay, we can't say anything. Oh, I need to eat food. Okay. They swell their ranks with wild beasts. I don't know what all these are. Well, that's kind of nifty. Okay. Let me go grab these guys up. But wait, there's more. Normally, I think most tanks would go grab up all 3 packs and would be okay, but you know, NPCs don't play as well as humans do. No matter how strong the Exarch is. Okay.
Leave the healing to me.
Now we're gonna go where these guys go. Okay. It's like waiting for the treasure coffer up here. What are those, anyway? Someone help! Ah!
Are you hurt?
Okay, the gate's open now. Yep, I did something wrong there. At least she waits. And when I'm running off, I didn't think I could go there. Oh, moving along quite nicely here. No, no, please get away. Oh, no. Yep. Hey. What you need?
I want to show you something.
I am in the middle of a dungeon at the moment. Cannot look. I'm fighting. Okay, we went out of that. That can turn into a nasty over aggro if you go through there a little too fast. Oh, these poor dead people. Okay, we come up to our final boss. Light Warden, Philia. Okay, you want to watch where your guys are going on this one? For sure. I messed that up. You have to get them out of the iron chain. And we have to get out of that immediately. Oh, we want to be out of that. I am unchained again. Right. All right, we did it. Yeah. Oh, no joy this time? What did we get there? A black Hayate. Gaze upon the visage of a ruthless killer. Nice. That's a cute mini pet. I think I have it. Yeah, I do. Alright. Yeah. Okay. I'll be right there.
It's releasing its ether! Fall back! We cannot let it touch us! Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw!
That will not be necessary, Captain. Though I appreciate your concern. The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor. But now we have a way to contain that corruption. The blessing of light, and the hero who wields it now stands before you.
Ooh.
Behold, the monster's power is broken, and the world, twisted by its touch, returns to its rightful form.
This music is so beautiful. These people haven't seen night for hundreds of years.
It's so beautiful.
The sunless sea. The warrior of darkness has come.
Is that what I think it is?
The night sky. As it should be.
Who are you people?
Who are you people?
You killed a warden, then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true. My lord?
How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet our victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion.
I don't know if you can hear that catch in his voice. Like he's like going, finally I can save these people.
Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But, be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will. I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed. But for the present, I beg you stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the wardens and restore darkness to the first.
You can say, I will become the warrior you need. It sounds like a glorious adventure, and it seems I have no choice but to fight. I'll become the warrior you need.
On behalf of the first, I offer you my deepest thanks.
I understand there is much at stake here, Exarch, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose. And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll. Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin Eater is defeated.
Come then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crystarium.
We've restored night. And you saw the Warrior of Darkness back there. Without the constant glare, Lakeland seems an entirely different place. Elise says, "It's over, yes? I might need a moment." Nina says, "It's as if the sky itself had disappeared into the heavens. If I didn't have wounded to tend to, I would never stop staring." How quickly you have justified my faith in you. So many lives saved, and the sky itself heralds your success. A single victory in a larger struggle, perhaps, but a momentous one nonetheless. Nice. Does she have anything new? Nope. The Exarch is looking ahead to the immediate future. Now, as for how we proceed from here. The villagers we evacuated earlier have arrived safely in the Crystarium. They seem to be accepting their situation for the moment. Most folk are far too distracted by the sky to worry about wounds or lost homes. They whisper and wonder if the Warrior of Darkness has come. The Exarch says, "'Tis to be expected." Gav, I must ask a favor of you. Would you be so kind as to conceal your involvement in this endeavor for the time being? Seeing the light recede from Lakeland is a momentous occasion, and many will be swept up in a maelstrom of excitement and confusion. Should you come forth as the legendary Warrior of Darkness, I fear that, no matter how good your intentions, such an appearance would throw the city into disarray. Alphinaud says, "I find myself in agreement with the Exarch, although my concerns are more focused on Yulmore. It may be best if you maintain a low profile until we see how Vothri responds to all of this." Crystal Exarch says, "My thanks. Though we cannot freely celebrate your success, pray allow your heart to be buoyed by the joy of our citizens, a joy you surely brought into being." "Ah, and I must ask the same discretion of you, Captain. 'Tis my intention to share with our people the tale of a great warrior who stood in defiance of the Sin Eaters. This unnamed champion defeated the Light Warden and has since departed for parts unknown, yes?" Nina says, "As you wish, my lord. Your penchant for mystery is nothing new, and I will encourage folk not to question this either. Although I expect to be told the whole truth of it one day, about all of you. It's only fair." Crystal Exarch says, "With that settled, I shall return to the Crystarium and make an address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits. And to think, you'll not even need to shutter the windows to enjoy a dark and peaceful night's sleep." Nina says, "I must stay behind and coordinate the evacuation of the remaining survivors." And I hesitate to ask after all you've done here today, but could I ask you to pass on a message on your way to the Pendants? Please let Bragi know that we're bringing in a number of injured, and that any restoratives of the Barcus need to be reserved for the infirmary. You can count on me. We should start making our own way back to the Crystarium. Slowly, mind you. It wouldn't do to arrive too soon after the Exarch. Elise says, I'm staying behind as well. There's something I need to check on in Holminster. Alphinaud says, we already went through the village top to bottom, Elise. We should all take the chance to rest, you included. I knew one of those sin eaters, and I can't rest. Not now. So please, I wish to be left alone for a while, and that means you as well, Gav. I shall be cross if you try to follow me. I promise to find you later, when I feel myself again. Just you and me then, shall we? She has to pay her respects to Tamsin. Alright. I'm going to go back to the Crystarium. And I need to go make a dinner for the rest of the Mama Cat Gamer family. So on that, I'm going to leave it here for today. Alright, let's get to our cat joke. Alright. What do you call a cat who lives in an igloo? An Eskimo. Eskimo. Like cats and kittens. Mama Cat Gamer is going to sign out. If, help us out, hit the like, subscribe, notification button, all that jazz. You know what to do and when to do it. You have a great one, cats and kittens. Mama Cat Gamer signing out.